Hey guys, so for today's tutorial I'm going to be doing my foundation routine. I wanted to do a more in-depth video showing you guys different types of foundations, different primers, and then also different tools you guys can use to apply your foundation. So without further ado, let's get started. So to start off, I want to just put out a disclaimer. My skin is dry. Most of the year it's just dry. It can tend to be a little bit more normal to dry skin in the summer, but just most of the year I'm just really dry. I don't really have a lot of acne problems. Of course, I'm going to get like a couple zits throughout the month, but like having really hardcore acne problems, I never had them. Also, these are just my options and what has worked for me. It doesn't exactly have to be what you guys might like or what might work for you guys. I just really wanted to put this video out there so you guys can just have a little bit of help, because I know sometimes foundations and tools and primers and setting sprays and powders can just be so overwhelming because there's just so many out there that it can be a little bit hard to find the right one for you. So if you're dry skin, this is going to help you a lot. But I do makeup on other clients as well, so these products I have tested on other people and they have worked fabulous. I'm always recommending these products to people and they always seem to really love them. I really wanted to put out there some steps, some products that you guys can use to really create that flawless skin. So starting off, the most important thing you first want to do to applying that perfect flawless foundation is your moisturizer. This is so important to use on an everyday basis, even if you don't wear foundation, just because you really want to protect your skin. I have the one with SPF on it. You always want to use sunscreen just to protect your skin from any harsh rays. I like to use this one that has 2-in-1, and then you get the best of both worlds. You don't have to have an extra one. So I just like to use this one and it's worked really good on me. My skin is a little bit sensitive. It's become quite sensitive throughout the years. Now I do see that I have to be really picky with my products because I can either break out or just my skin just does not like it at all. This one has worked really well for me. I used to use the one that didn't have any sunscreen on it and it works really good too, but I just wanted something that had both things, that was easy to go and I could just apply it every day. So I let this sit for about 10 minutes, and then once I have let that sit for a little bit, I go in with a primer. I wasn't a big fan of primers back then, but now I've just been getting out of my shell and really been trying out a lot of primers, and I've come to found a few that I've really liked. So the first one that I want to talk about is the Too Faced Hangover RX. This has been kind of a recent purchase for me, but I've just been loving it. It's been so good that I've just been loving it and I had to mention it out. Since my skin is dry, this really gives me the moisture that I need throughout the day, and it's not going to make me have any dry patches or just make my skin feel really tight or anything like that. So I really like to use this for when my skin needs a little bit of boost, when it's not feeling well, and I feel like this just does it. And it smells like coconut, so I really like it because I really like coconut. The smell is not so harsh that it's like, oh, I'm wearing coconut on my freaking face. No, it's nothing like that. The smell is really minimum, so literally if you weren't like a coconut lover, I don't think you would even notice it. But I like how it also has a pump on it, so it's so easy to get in there and just pump, put everywhere. So this is one of my favorite ones. Another one that I loved for illuminating the skin is the MAC Strobe Cream. This is also great to hydrate your skin and give you that dewy finish. It can look a little bit weird when you first apply it because it has like a really pearly, shiny finish, but if you blend it out really well, you're good to go. If you guys know me and have watched my videos for a long time, you guys know how much I love my Max Fix Plus. This is a holy grail product for me. I will use this forever and ever and ever. It really hydrates my skin and keeps that foundation staying for a long time. I also like to use this if I'm not wearing foundation, just because I love the way it hydrates my skin and how nice it just makes it feel. So I really do recommend this one if you're looking for a more easy way to apply your primer. This is just a droop droop and you're done. You don't have to use your hands or anything like that. Now, going into that, just like you waited for your lotion, your face lotion, to sit on your skin, you want to let your primer sit on your foundation as well. You don't want to just apply it right away, because you have to let the primer kind of sink in your skin and kind of like get placed correctly. So you just really let it sink in. So when you do apply that foundation, you have a really nice canvas to work with. Now going on to brushes and tools. This is something I really wanted to show you guys because there's just so many brushes out there that you can use, and I'll show you some of my favorite ones. This one is no stranger to anyone. It's been talked about in YouTube for like forever, and if you don't know about this brush, you're literally been living under a rock. But it's the Sigma F80 Flat Kabuki. This is such an amazing brush to work with. It's just perfectly dense, that it applies the right amount, and then it's just so nice for blending out that foundation. I haven't used this in a while though, because I've been obsessing over the one I'm going to talk about next, but it's really one of the greatest ways to apply your foundation. So I really recommend this one. And this is, again, the Sigma F80 Flat Kabuki. Then we go into sponges, which is the Beauty Blender. This is another one of my favorite ways to apply foundation. I just don't reach for it as often because I'm so lazy to go wet it and prepare it and everything. But other than that, I love the way it applies your foundation. It's really nice to get that really natural look. It's great for those really thick foundations that are really hard to like blend out. So I really love to use that for it. But this is another way that you can use it. Then my favorite that I've just been going crazy over these past months is the stippling brush from Real Techniques. I've loved the way this applies my foundation. Lately I've been really going for a really natural, seamless foundation look, and what I like about this specific brush is that it lets you have that. You still add that foundation and you can still see your underneath skin. These foundations are some that I've really loved throughout the years. Again, I've recommended them to a lot of people and they seem to really love them. And you either have like a dewy finish or a matte finish. That also depends on what foundation you're looking for. A lot of foundations give you a dewy finish and a lot of them give you a matte finish. And some give you like a satin finish, which is kind of in between. So let me just get started with the foundations. One of the foundations that I really do love is the Revlon Color Stay Whipped. This is a more thick foundation. This foundation is going to give you a full coverage. I really like to apply this with my Beauty Blender because, again, because of how thick it is, the Beauty Blender really does a nice job to thin it out and make it look nice and natural, instead of making it really harsh and cakey looking like. So I really like this foundation. Another foundation that I really love and have been using lately is the Maybelline Super Stay Makeup Foundation. This is a 24-hour wear. I haven't worn it 24 hours, but I have worn it for a long time. It does really stay really consistent and it lasts for a long time. Then I feel with this foundation, the longer you wear it, the better it looks. And then one of my favorite high-end foundations, this is a holy grail foundation for me. I love to use this. So it is the Makeup Forever HD foundation. I love this foundation for photos. It takes the best photos ever. It doesn't give you a flashback. It's kind of liquidy, but not too liquidy. That it will just run everywhere. I like to apply 1.5 pumps of these, sometimes even 1, but it's super buildable. You can really work so well with it and so blendable as well. It's really one of my favorite foundations ever. And what I like about it is that you can really go from natural to that full coverage depending on how many applications you do to it. And no matter what brush you use, it literally will leave you so flawless. So those are some of my favorite foundations that I like to use. How to find your right shade. First, I think you really want to find out what type of skin tone you are. You want to find out if you're cool, neutral, or warm. A lot of people tend to be more on the pink side, and a lot of people tend to be more on the yellow side, but a lot of people can work with both. I feel like I'm in the middle because sometimes some foundations might be too yellow, but sometimes they might tend to be too pink for me. First, want to find out if you're warm or cool or neutral, because the undertones are going to really make a difference on how natural your skin looks. There's so many shades out there that I'm sure you will find your right color. And you always want to match the shade of your foundation to your neck. I like to wear powders even though I'm dry, because I feel like my foundation longevity is going to be even longer. And I've found these powders that don't make my skin patchy or powdery looking. So and they're so nicely finely milled that you really can't tell if you're wearing powder or not. So some of the powders that I love to use, no shocker to anyone, are my Hourglass Ambient powders. I love these things. Like, seriously, love, love, love them. They're so sheer and nicely milled and glowy, and they just give me everything that I want in a powder. Like, love these. And I think they will work really nice if you have oily skin as well. They're not going to give you that hardcore shine that it's going to make you look like a glowing disco ball. Like, not at all. Glow that you need to make yourself look healthy. Then I also like the Maybelline Dream Matte Powder. This is a little bit more for a matte finish. I like to use this one whenever I feel like I want a matte face. This gives me more coverage and it also gives me a matte look. Then I also like the Mineral Matte Skin Finish in Natural. This is one of the first powders that I started to use when I first started out with makeup, and I still to the day love it. I use this on more of like an everyday type of look. And then last but not least, I just want to talk about a few setting. First favorite ones is the All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray for Urban Decay. You guys know this, you guys have seen this a lot of times in my videos. Love this product. Another one is another Urban Decay setting spray, but this is the Chill Makeup Setting Spray. And this one is for cooling and hydrating, which again I need because I am freaking dry. So I've been really loving this one. This is a recent purchase for me, and I've been loving it. I really have been loving it. And I really love the new package that Urban Decay did. Good job, Urban Decay. And then last but not least is my NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. Oh, I love this product. It really gives you that glow. It really does. It's really a good setting powder, and it really gives you that glow that you want for your face. And it's not so like you're sweating glow, or your really oily glow. So I really, really love this setting spray. And this, woo! That was a lot of information. Seriously, I had to do this video like a million times because I felt like I wasn't giving enough information for you guys. But I hope you guys understood everything I had to say. I really try to put out as much information as I think all of us need at the beginning of... I try to put as much information as I think you guys need, something I think that's important and you all should do if you really want that flawless foundation look. I'm gonna try to cut this video as much as I can. I know it's going to be a long one, so bear with me. If you made it to the end of the video, high five. Seriously, you're a champ, because it was really a lot of information to take in. I really hope that demo really helped you guys out to try to see how I'm doing my foundation right now. And I know in the future it's going to change. It's going to get a little bit different. Products are going to change. And again, it's definitely a personal preference. Might work for me, might not work for you, and that's totally fine. I just really wanted to put this out there, give you guys some options of some great products out there, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful. I don't think I have anything else to say except thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys all in my next one. Bye!